Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jamie. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a little meditation today around change. I just wanted to talk a little bit about change as well, and the fact that change can be very distressing in our lives. It can cause a lot of upheaval. It can make us feel very ungrounded, I suppose, because it's the unknown that we're entering into, and no matter what, when you don't know what the outcome or what the effect of something is going to be, that can be quite frightening. So why don't you just find a space that's comfortable for you? So either a seat, whether that's on the floor, maybe on a pillow or a blanket, or on a chair, or maybe you would prefer to lie down and find a comfortable position. Anywhere is perfect. Let your eyes float closed if that's comfortable for you, or find yourself a nice soft gaze if you prefer keeping the eyes open. And let's just begin by settling. So start to really feel the connection of your body to whatever you are on. Feeling the weight of yourself being held by the earth. Start to feel your breath as it flows in and out through your nose, as it fills you, and as it empties from you. So we're really just taking this time, these few moments here, to arrive fully in this space that you are in, arriving fully within your body and within this present moment. And I want you to start to take stock of what's occurring in your life and where you might be experiencing change, and what that change might be creating in your life, what that might be causing to end in your life, right? Sometimes, or oftentimes, change is about endings. I want you to notice here how that makes you feel emotionally. Notice if it causes any actual sensation in your physical body as you bring it to mind, maybe a tension or a tightness within certain spaces in your body. I want you to let yourself feel it. Feel what that change is bringing up for you right now. And it's okay to feel how you feel about change. It's okay to be scared. It's human nature. It's okay to have a sense of fear or uncertainty when it comes to what we can't predict. Really, that's just our survival mode. We get a little on edge, we try to prepare ourselves. So stay with the breath here. Maybe you start to deepen the breath, even if you notice that thinking about this experience might start to speed your breath up a little. Maybe you start to enter that sort of panicky fight or flight type mode. I want you to see if you can slow it down. Full and complete inhales and exhales. Now I want you to bring to mind a time previously in your life when you experienced a change. And even if that change overall had the feeling of negativity for you, if you perceived it as a bad change or a bad experience, I want you to begin to think about all that has occurred in your life since that change, and notice where the good may have come from that experience. So there might be things in your life that would not have happened had that change not occurred. Whether that's people you've met, experiences you've had, shifts in your life that have created a positive change. So just start to think about it. And maybe there's more than one of these big changes in your past life that comes to mind. By your past life, I mean just previous to now. So start to think about that almost like a chain. Those chains of events where one thing leads to another. Start to notice where your life is in this moment and how that may not have occurred had it not been for these big upheavals previously. Breathe into that. And I think we can all agree that everything that happens in our lives always leads to something else. And that almost always there is good that comes out of even the most negative situations. And that's not to say that we're glad the situation happened or that we were in some way deserving of it, but simply that those chain links, those things that lead one into the other, can always be recognized. So we can find those little silver linings. And it's possible in looking back in this way that maybe you do realize that some of those changes that felt very negative in the moment, in fact, were a blessing in disguise. That our perception at the time was simply coming from where we were in that moment, and from where we sit now, we can see it in this whole new light. And so whatever change is occurring in your life right now that might be scary or sad or causing you stress or concern, I just want you to take a moment to imagine yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, whatever it may be. I want you to think about what good might come from this change. And it might be hard and it might not be obvious, but whether it's a change you might make in your own life now because of this particular change that was out of your control, whether it's a learning experience that you know you can grow personally from, just picture yourself in the future, looking back on this particular moment with everything you have gained and learned and experienced along the way, those chain links all leading from one to the other. I just want you to imagine that you can look back on this time and start to see the good, to see the benefits, to see the positive side of what might be coming. Picture yourself sitting in a space where you are emotionally balanced, where you feel safe and secure, where you feel a sense of joy, knowing that you would not be in this exact space had it not been for what is occurring in this present moment. And just breathe with that. Let yourself feel that as if it's what's happening right now, if that emotional state that you can picture yourself in a year or 5 years or however long from now. Just imagine that that is what is occurring right now in this moment, and breathe with it. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Maybe you can carry forth a sense of this emotional balance and security, stability and happiness with you and beyond this meditation. The knowledge that change will always lead to more change, that we can always expect a shift and we'll always find our way back to our true selves. Now just beginning to bring awareness one more time back to the breath, starting to bring your awareness back to your physical body, maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe letting your head drop side to side. And only as you feel ready, allowing your eyes to float slowly open, coming back into this space, into this moment, and into your physical body. Thanks for joining me today for this meditation. Wishing you love and light the rest of your day. Namaste.